Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the PANSIGHT webinar. I assume the slide is visible and I am audible. Today's topic is good parents, bad parents. This is my mission. What am I doing these days? My mission is to boost the holistic health, that is physical, mental, and emotional health of the public through webinars by donating my time, knowledge, and skills. Purpose of this PANSIGHT webinar: know who is a good parent, know who is a bad parent, know how to become a good parent. I know that some of your grandparents, some of you are 50 to 60 or 70 years old. It is very relevant for you also. Please don't forget to share the video recording with your children so that they can give good care to their children, that is your grandkids. And as a grandparent also, you need to remember that you must become a good grandparent. This webinar is based on equity, facts, experience, quotes, thoughts. Experience when I mean my own personal experience. So I'll be sharing real life stories. And my son is also likely to join because he is right now in another conference. And he may join around say 8:45. You can learn something from him also. There are plenty of books, hundreds of books on parenting. The Art of Parenting, Common Sense. Dear friends, these days I find there are plenty of speakers on different platforms giving talks on parenting. I'm disillusioned because some of these people who give talks on parenting, and especially, okay, your teenage children, adolescent parenting, they are unmarried and they don't even have any children. So people without any real life experience, they come and talk about parenting. So that is why I thought I should give a talk on the good parents and the bad parents. Okay, let me make my friend Sanil Kumar also a co-host so that if somebody unintentionally unmutes, that won't be a disturbance for the participants. Definition of parent: a father or a mother, or any person who raises a child. That is the so-called foster parents, people who adopt a child. Frederick Douglass, his words: "It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men." My dear friends, to make this session more interesting, we'll have interaction through the chat box. During the presentation, if you want to ask any questions, please wait till the completion of my presentation. After that, there'll be at least 10 or 15 minutes. You can ask questions. At that time, we'll have a verbal interaction. During the presentation, I'll be asking some simple questions like, do you agree? Or if you agree, then type alphabet A. Or do you want me to explain? Then type alphabet E. The reason is, I want to make sure my messages are not misunderstood. It has happened in the past. Past means many months back. Subsequently, some people, they send WhatsApp message. Oh, that one we didn't understand. Could you please explain that one? So by then it is too late. So that is why during the session itself, I want to ensure that everything is clear. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Do you agree? If you agree, put A in the chat box. Just one alphabet only. It is very easy. Push one key. Yes, Dr. Ravindranath. So that is what we must do. The old saying, prevention is better than cure. That is the same message. Children have never been very good at listening to their elders, but they have never failed to imitate them. I'm going to show a couple of slides more. One is monkey see, monkey do. Because that monkey is imitating what that girl is doing. Don't worry that children never listen to you. Worry that they are always watching you. My dear friends, young children, they observe. And whatever they see, that will get imprinted in their memory. It is getting tattooed. And that is what is going to affect their whole outlook. The character, behavior, everything will be influenced by what they observe. Is this point clear? If it is clear, in the chat box, put C. C in the chat box. Thank you, Sarv Kumarji. It may appear, you may think that, oh, why this guy is talking about this? We already know. Many people know certain things, but they don't apply in their real life. We doctors, we know that alcohol is bad for health. Alcohol consumption excess alcoholism can cause liver failure. But there are many doctors who suffer from alcoholism. So knowing is not enough. The same way in the parenting also. Yeah, I know. Some people may think knowing is not enough. It has to be applied. That is where many people, they fail. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich. We are creatures of imitation. We find it hard to resist the temptation to do that which we see others doing. Listen to it carefully. When I went to the college, especially to the medical college, I was a non-smoker, and most of the students who came to the medical college, they were non-smokers. Then what happened? They saw there some seniors smoking the hostel. Then they imitated. They also became smokers. Teetotalers, they saw their peers or seniors boozing. They also picked up that habit. Peer pressure. All these things influence. Do you agree? If you agree with A. They find it difficult to resist the temptation. It is a temptation, my dear friends. It's a temptation. Okay, Sheila ji. Okay. And Roy Charanji, thank you. So this we must always remember. Never underestimate the influence. Peers, seniors, teachers, parents. What the child says, he has heard at home. If the father or mother, they use a lot of cuss words, obscene words, or vulgar words, the child will pick up that one. The child will use the very same words when the child goes to the school. My own son, I'm going to share real life experience. My own son, when he was a 4th grader, And in the evening when he came back, I asked him, how was your day? And he told me, oh, one boy, that guy was from Taiwan. And that boy was a bit rude, bully. So then I shouted at him. I called him bastard. I called him bastard. I was surprised. I don't use those words. So I asked him, Kanan, do you know the meaning of the word bastard? He said, no. So he didn't know the meaning of the word bastard. And he used that word bastard. Then I asked him, how did you? Who taught? From where did you learn this word? I have seen some other kids, they're calling others bastards. Imitation. Do you follow me? Imitation. Then I told him, explain the meaning, and then I told him, never. And I asked him, what did he say? That Taiwan's gay. He didn't say anything. Most probably, that boy also might not have understood the meaning of the word bastard. If my son had called a Caucasian or a black guy bastard, that guy might have beaten him up. So that is what the message is. Temptation, imitate. My father did not tell me how to live. He lived and let me watch him do it. Here also, my own personal life experience. My father never gave any sermon. He never asked me to do this thing, or you should not do nothing. He was a teetotaler. That means he never used to drink alcohol. He was a non-smoker. And certain character values also, honesty, integrity. He never used to lie. Always very punctual, time management. Everything, whatever I learned from observation. I'm also a teetotaler. I don't smoke. Always punctual. My son also is a teetotaler. He is a non-smoker. So that is important. Good father or good parent, unless they, have good self-discipline and good habits, don't expect the children to, again, acquire those good habits. But the point is, even if your father is not an alcoholic, still some 40 to 50% of children, they may become alcoholics. Even if they are non-smokers, the children may pick up that one. But there's a good possibility that they won't be alcoholic. They won't be a smoker. Do you agree? If you agree, put A in the chat box. Thank you, Rendana ji. Roy Charanji, thank you. Thank you, Pinky Kumari ji. Thank you. So my father actually, he played a big role. He played a big and significant role in helping me develop good habits. So that is a good parent. Your children need your presence more than your presence. Presence means gift. This Jesse Jackson is still alive. He contested once, that is for the presidency. That one makes a lot of sense. Many parents these days, they don't spend time with their children. Busy. And to compensate for that one, they will get whatever the child wants, not the child needs. To make up for that one, the child wants an iPhone, okay, iPhone, to make the child happy. And if anything and everything, immediate gratification, instant gratification, they are not available. The child wants to share something, some exciting, what you call, experience at the school. And is busy. No. See, I'm doing the work. Busy. No. Have you seen this? Or what am I saying? What I'm saying, is it something true? If it is true, put T in the chat box. If it is true, in the chat box. Okay, thank you. And I'm a medical doctor, you know. Many doctors, they don't take any efforts for work-life balance. Most of them are more motivated by greed. Make money. Unethical or ethical. They work 10 to 12 hours a day. They are not available for their children. Even Saturday, Sunday also, people work here as a role model. I was, and I am not greedy. I chose a government job. The pay is less. The private practice, I could have made easily some up to $100,000 more. That means 84 lakhs. I could have earned more every year. I didn't. I chose a government job. That also, I chose outpatient care. So the salary will be still less. No inpatient care. My work, tour of duty, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. No night duty. No weekend duty. So I would come back after 4:30 and pick my son from the school. And together we used to do some outdoor activities. I used to take him to the park. I used to take him to the library. I used to take social visit also some friends. And the Chinmaya Mission, Balavigar, my presence is available. I never came with an excuse, busy, making money or going after money. You can, if you have any doubts, when my son joins, you can ask him. My son is now 32 years old, and he has been living with me now for more than 6 months. Before that, he was in India for nearly 16 years. When he reached the age of 13, I sent him to India to pursue studies there. Always I was available. No excuses. If you want your children to turn out well, spend twice as much time with them and half as much money. Don't handicap your children by making their lives easy. Do you want me to explain? If you want me to explain, in the chat box, put E. If you want me to explain, put E in the chat box. Okay, there is an energy. Okay, thank you, Pinky Kumarji. Because these days, what I find is, many parents, they are doing this spoon feeding. And I have seen when I was in Trivandrum for 5 years, between 2009 and 2014, in my neighborhood, there was a 13-year-old boy. He was studying in some private school. And the morning, his father, what does he do? What did he do? He would take that school bag and escort that boy and put him inside the bus. Till then, this boy won't carry that school bag. When he comes back again, his mother will go and pick him up and take the school bag. Instant gratification and everything. And the girls again, they won't let the girls come and help in the kitchen. Study. And they don't know how to even make one cup of tea. And I have seen many children, the software engineers who come from India, girls as well as boys. They don't know how to cook. What do? They eat fast food from McDonald's, Kentucky, fried chicken, and they eat the cereals. Food habits, terrible. As again, bad parents. Bad parents, they will do everything for the children. They won't let them learn anything. Here also, I'm going to share my own. This one. My son was with me till the age of 13. And from the age of 9, I used to make him take care of the laundry. I showed him, okay, how to operate that washing machine. Put all these things, put the detergent, then wait for 40 minutes, the cycle, everything, then dryer, and the plates also, washing, yeah, wash the plates, and the cooking also, help me, chopping the onion. He's not handicapped. Take him with you whenever you are doing any shopping. Don't leave them at home and go for the shopping. They must learn. Look at the animal world. Look at the lion cubs. They go with the lion and the lioness. They watch how they are hunting. They get the coaching, training, so that they can subsequently survive. They learn how to do the hunting. If you don't do all these things, you will be handicapping your children. That's what is happening. Many children, they don't know what to do. And my son, when he was in Trivandrum, when he went to that school, the tuition fee, annual fee, they have to pay it through the HDFC, the bank draft. I took him along with him. I took him along with me to the bank, and I showed him how to complete that draft form and how to get a draft. Next time, I gave him the money and asked him to go and get the draft. So that is what every parent can do. I didn't do anything, something which is impossible to do. Now, do you understand? If you understand, put you. Have I explained everything clearly? That the children are now handicapped by the parents. Another reason is one child. In the past, they used to have 6 children, so they don't have the free time. They cannot. Now only one child. So they have all the time to pamper the children. Thank you, Binduji. All the time to pamper the children. And they are not realizing. They are not doing it intentionally. That is because of their ignorance. That ignorance has a lot of damage. Where parents do too much for their children, the children will not do much for themselves. That is, they won't be self-empowered. A child who asks questions is not stupid. A child who asks questions is not stupid. Please remember, my dear friends. Every child is inquisitive. They have the curiosity to know something which they don't know. What happens? The parents, they shout at them. ഇരിക്കവിടെ ഒന്ന് ചോദിക്കരുത്. They silence the child. And after some time, the child loses the curiosity, inquisitiveness. This is happening in the schools also. The teachers, a significant number of teachers. And I know my first-hand experience also. I'm a guest faculty of more than 10 B.Ed colleges. And the teachers, a significant number of them, they didn't choose the profession out of passion. Their knowledge is very superficial. When a child asks a question, they feel threatened. Because that will expose their ignorance. Then they get angry. Just listen to me. Stop asking stupid questions. And they make the child think that the child is stupid. And when they make that comment, other children may laugh. And now the child who asks an intelligent question is put down. The child will feel, will never dare to ask a question. That ignorance grows. Ignorance grows. Am I right? If I am right, put R in the chat box. These are all the very important things, my dear friends. Very important things. R. Sheilaji. Okay. Pinkyji. R. Here again, whenever my son used to ask questions, if I knew the answer, I would explain. If I didn't know, yeah, Kanna, I don't know. I'll find out and I'll tell you. That is the way. I never, not even once, I demotivated him or I killed that curiosity, intellectual curiosity. A person soon learns how little he knows when a child begins to ask questions along the same lines. When we spend the first 12 months of our children's lives teaching them to walk and talk, and the next 12 telling them to sit down and shut up. It may sound funny, but that is truth. Do you agree? If you agree, put A. These are the things which are happening. Many people, they subsequently wonder why. Okay, Shilaji, why they are not very curious? Why they are least interested? Why are they not interested in going to the library? Why are they not interested in reading books? Yeah, you kill the curiosity. I used to take my son to the library, to the bookshop also. Reading habits cultivated. Made him read newspapers also. And because of that, when he came to India and he started studying in the 8th grade, during the lunch break, he used to the library and read Times of India newspaper. And the librarian was surprised. She thought that she was the only guy who was going to the library and he was reading the newspaper. She thought that maybe just reading the cricket score and all those things. So out of curiosity, she asked him after 2 or 3 days, what do you read? He said, I read everything. You read everything? Yes. Then she didn't believe. So at that time, the Nobel Prize were awarded on the previous 2 days, medicine, then chemistry, physics. She asked him, okay, who won the Nobel Prize for physics? And he told the name. And chemistry, he told. She was thoroughly impressed. Then she asked him to join the quiz contest team. And he was one of the team members quiz contest and taking the questions on current knowledge, current events. And the team won some prizes also. So reading habit to cultivate these days, people are saying that children are not interested in learning, reading, and also I will put the whole blame on the parents. Have you understood? If you have understood, you. These are the things which I did. That's why I'm sharing this one. I'm here today. I'm not okay, Shilaji, I'm not here. I'm not a person who just preaches. I preach what I practice. I'm a person who walks the talk. Each day of our lives, we make deposits in the memory banks of our children. Every day, whatever we do, whatever we say, it goes and gets deposited in the memory bank. And that is going to operate when they grow up. Be careful what you are going to deposit. Make sure that is something really meaty, useful, not garbage. To be a good parent, that is Michelle Obama. You need to take care of yourself so that you can have the physical and emotional energy to take care of your family. These days, Michelle Obama, on Mondays, she goes to the local library in Chicago and spends time with the children, that is book reading or storytelling. At times, Obama also joins. Reading habits. A reader can become a leader. Obama is a voracious reader. Bill Clinton, voracious reader. Bill Gates, Infosys, Dharanamurthy, all these people, they read. But these days, many people, they are so lazy, they sit and watch some TV news. And the TV news crap. I stopped watching TV news 30 years back. I don't watch TV news. But I keep myself updated about what is going on by reading online newspaper. Where again, I choose to read. And sometimes I read all this, read the first paragraph, I get a picture. That's enough. So I keep myself updated. And I'm aware of the current events, what is going on around the world. And okay, this is the point. A parent should be physically and mentally strong. That's not happening. Many parents, they don't even eat healthy food, junk food. And when they eat junk food, and they give junk food to the children also. Young children, they don't know what is good food, healthy food, unhealthy food. The parents, they take the children to the fast food, give McDonald's, French fries, and all these juice and everything. And subsequently, they get hooked to Pepsi, Coke, everything. Then subsequently what? It is very difficult to, it is extremely difficult to change that food habits. The parents are sick, eating junk food, their immunity is reduced, and they are frequently vulnerable to getting infections. Frequently, sinus infection, cough, and all those. Children also get that one. My son is 32 years old. In his lifetime, he might have taken the antibiotics some 3 or 4 times only. But I know in Trivandrum, my own one grandnephew, at least 6 or 7 times, they go to a pediatrician, and every time, child gets antibiotics. And I am sure there is many people, you must have the similar experience. Immunity. Good parent eats healthy food and gives healthy food to the child. My son, I don't drink Pepsi, Coke. And my son also, not even once. I gave him Pepsi or Coke, lime juice, or milk. Even now, very same habits. Some people, oh, these days children, oh, no, you cannot. These very children, they didn't come from the sky. Parents are responsible for all these unhealthy food habits. Like a good parent can't also be his child's best friend. A leader with authority requires some separation from subordinate. Okay, listen to me carefully, my dear friend. I have seen some people say, oh, we are like friends. Children, we are like friends. Stop. Never treat your child as a friend. I told my son long time back, I am not going to be your friend. I'll be a friendly father, not a friend. You can get plenty of friends, but father, only one person. So I'll be a friendly father. The moment they start treating you like a friend, that's not good. That's not good. You cannot enforce discipline or anything. Everything will be difficult. Is this understood? If you understood, put you in the chat box. Not even once I have seen some people bragging, oh, we are like friends. We are like friends. No, that is wrong. Okay, thank you, Yajendra. Thank you for all the people, Pinky Kumari. I'm glad that I'm helping you understand some common sense based some of these practical points. Vishwanathji, thank you. The greatest gift a parent can give a child is self-confidence. One of the greatest gifts a parent can give a child is to help them find their talents. This is an area of importance. Children, they display their talents. They have multiple talents some people have. Once you identify, you must help that child develop. Because when I saw that is my son, he is very good at all these movements, dance. Because when I used to cook, I used to play the Shah Rukh Khan or Amir Khan, their video songs, and I used to see him again imitating or dancing. Very flexible. Then in the Diwali, that student fair meeting, I gave him name as for the cinematic dance. Oh, he was initially very much scared, very nervous. I said, you can do it. Encourage, you can do it. Do it. And the song he chose, Sankumar, please mute, somebody's microphone is unmuted. And he chose the song, Fir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani. Everything choreographed. I said that you come with the moves. Don't imitate. That will be mimicry. That Shah Rukh Khan's that one. I explained the meaning of the Hindi words. 80% of that moments his own choreography. He performed well. He received a big round of applause. That boosted the self-confidence. We are talking about self-confidence. Not only that, the stage fright gone forever. Audience phobia gone. Subsequently, he has performed 3 or 4 times the cinematic dance. And talent again, drawing also is good. I encourage him to draw. And he likes to meet people. People-friendly person. Okay. And his career also. I didn't force him to become a doctor. That is what many parents do. They don't take into consideration the children's their aptitude and attitude. They want the children to become engineer, doctor, these days IAS officer, and they force, coax, and they torture. And after some time, they lose their confidence. If they fail the NEET examination, some children, they commit suicide. And if they don't get an IEA again, commit suicide. And sometimes the mother or father also, they commit suicide. This is absolute nonsense. Identify the talents. When I found that is my son, he is not fit to become a doctor. He is intelligent. He can pass all the examinations. The examinations, they don't test your aptitude. They test your memory power. Aptitude is totally different. Then I sat and discussed with him. And I told him, okay, what about marketing? Because he loves to travel, he loves meeting people, and he is very good at communication. So MBA. And he has MBA from Pune, Symbiosis. That also I told him, I'm not going to get you a seat on the basis of NRI quota. You can easily get the admission through NRI quota. No. I didn't want to handicap him. Okay, you study well. You get the pass. Then I will pay the tuition fee, but not NRI quota. So he got 97.8% and he got in that one. All these things are, my dear friends, identify their talent. Each child has got a different talent. If you ask this Virat Kohli to go and play piano, do you think that he'll be able to play piano? If you ask you to play football, no. Each one has got a different talent, different strength. You guide them, help them succeed in that one. They'll be very successful. Most important thing parents can teach their children is how to get along without them. That is where when I took him to that HDFC bank, okay, he can get that one without my help. Put the money, draft. And for the train ticket also, I took him to that lesson and form how to fill and how to read that timetable, what to do, everything. Then he learned how to reserve a train ticket without the parent there all the time. Many parents, teachers, politicians, and athletes are not good role models. Athletes, all these cricket players, they are greedy. They become brand ambassadors for Pepsi, Coke, and all those things. They get 10 crores. And the children blindly follow that one. They are really doing a lot of harm. They should be ashamed. They are not good role models. And some actors also for PANSIGHT, brand ambassadors. And parents who are greedy, like for example, politicians again, parents. On former chief minister in Bihar, he was convicted, and his children also are now greedy. They are also corruption also. So many parents are not good role models. Doctors again, a doctor who is unethical, corrupt, their children also become unethical and corrupt. Now you agree? Do you agree? When I put this one, many parents, teachers, politicians, and athletes are not good role models. Do you agree? This is my own quote. If you agree, put A in the chat box. I've given you a few examples. I'm not seeing anybody putting a response. Do you agree or you don't agree? If you disagree, put D. Then we'll have discussion during that time. You can tell me why you disagree. Okay, thank you. Agree. Sheilaji, agree. Okay. A child who is carried on the back will not know how far the journey is. This is a handicapping. If you carry the child and you walk for 3 or 5 miles, the child won't feel anything. Make the child, if the child can walk, make the child walk. Then only the child will understand the distance and effort. If a mother steals with a child strapped in the back, what do you expect of the child? That is what exactly that politicians, I have given some examples of the politicians. We must bequest 2 things to our children. The first one is roots. Second one is wings. Roots means character, values, knowledge. Empower them. Then the wings, then encourage them to pursue their dreams. Motivate them. Give them the wings so that they can fly. Is it clear? If it is clear, put C in the chat box, my dear friends. Roots and wings. These days, many people, they don't have the roots. They have ideal dreams and they feel frustrated. They are not able to succeed because they don't have that strong roots. Thank you, Binduji. Thank you, Shumaranji. Do not put fear into a child. This is what many people do. Many parents unintentionally, oh, that is risky. Don't do that one. Don't go this one. That is risky. Be careful, careful. They discourage. They become cowards. Encourage them. Keep an eye. I never put any fear into my sons, this one. Now, son has come and soon he'll be joining once I finish my presentation. My role models have kept on changing. Kapil Dev. Batman, Spider-Man, Superman are the role models for today's children. These are all fictional characters. Do they learn anything of value? They talk about impossible things. Do you agree? Do you agree? That is it. Don't spend time with your children and all the moral stories. Esos, Panchatantra. Make them the role models, not Superman, Spider-Man, Batman. My role models in my life, M.G. Ramachandran, Dr. Pai, very ethical doctor, compassion, empathy. He was my role model. M.G. Ramachandran, again, always a person, clean person, a philanthropist. Then Helen Keller, deaf, dumb, and mute. In spite of that one, her courage, her willpower, determination, success in life. Nelson Mandela, again, that his courage and endurance and willpower. APJ Abdul Kalam, President of India. Animals also. My own profile picture is a crow. Crow is a social bird, social animal, not selfish, always sharing mentality. The same way, I am here to share my knowledge and skills with others. And dog, loyalty, love. So many animals also are my role models. Upcoming talks, next week, fake friends, then sociopaths, antisocial personality. Very same link. Now the talk is over. Now let me invite my friend, my son, to share some of his thoughts with you all. Okay, my son Suraj has joined. Suraj, go ahead.
Yeah, I just joined in the meeting. So, thoughts on parenting. So, I have to say, my father has been able to take care of me, raise me very well as a father, as a parent. He was not someone who was looking to spoil me, or what do you say, give me instant gratification. He was always there to ensure that I was pretty disciplined and focused in whatever it is that I wanted to do or focus on, be it my studies or taking care of my needs, prioritizing my needs over my wants. And these are some of the thoughts that I have, unless there's something else you want me to share, because I just came from another meeting, so I'm a little blank in the mind right now.
Okay, Suraj, why don't you share your food habits with them?
Food habits, yes. So the food that I eat daily is pretty healthy. In fact, no artificial flavors. And every day when it comes to eating the bread, I eat bread for breakfast and with cheese spread or peanut butter and jelly. That bread is also whole wheat. It's not white bread or refined flour. So in that sense, I look to eat something that is very healthy and that'll be full of nutrition and vitamins as well. And for lunch and dinner, it may be rice with some chicken curry or with um, beans curry. Some varieties there in the lunch and dinner. So that's the thing. And we always check the labels when we are buying the food from the stores, especially packaged or food. We've checked the labels to make sure that there's no artificial flavors, no high fructose corn syrup, or any other ingredients that can be harmful to us in the long run.
What about the fruits? Tell them about the fruits and everything you eat.
Fruits, banana, orange. These are the fruits that I have, and lemon juice. So, yeah.
Tell them you don't drink Pepsi Coke.
I don't drink Pepsi, Coke either. And also coffee and tea, I don't really drink as well. I prefer milk or juice or water.
Okay, my dear friends, that is, you have heard him. If you have any questions, you can ask him. He'll be glad to clarify. If you don't have any questions to ask, then any questions you want to ask me related to the topic. We will stop the recording by 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, we can continue with our discussion. And usually my sessions go up to say 9:30. 9:30. So now any questions, please raise your hands and shoot. It's happening. So, okay, go Marji, unmute.
Parent ego, there are some parent egos are there, but you are not touched upon all these parent egos. Adult ego and parent
last week I gave a talk on good ego.
That I heard, but in this parenting, this egos will play a major role, I think. What is your opinion?
Yeah, the ego as a parent, what happens is they think that I know, I am okay, you are not okay approach. I know everything. I know what is right. And just listen to me. Don't question me. So that ego, putting down the child. And many parents, again, egotistic. That egotistic parents are egoistic parents. Egoistic parents are self-centered, selfish. It is their ego. They want their children to become doctors so that in the society, they can tell others, my son is a doctor. My daughter is an IAS officer. So that ego, that is the one that motivates them to torture the children. Such parents are really a pain. In America, there's an expression, PETA. Do you know what PETA means? PITA. PETA is a bread. And in America, they have this expression, PETA is an acronym for, there's an expression. I'm sharing this expression commonly used in America. PETA stands for pain in the ass. If parents become a pain in the ass, then the children hate the parents. Many people, they wonder, why the children, my children, I have done everything for them. Whatever I earned, I gave them the iPhone, this one, that one. And why they don't like me? They don't love me. And what I am saying is, study doctor, that is for their good, for their benefit. They become doctor. They become this one. No. That is your ego. As a parent, your ego is hurting the child. They will hate you. That's one of the reasons the breakdown between the relationship, parent, the child relationship. Even if you are good, even if you do everything right, still sometimes, occasionally, if you are unlucky, your children may not like you. Don't think that is when I'm saying, oh, if you do everything right, the children will love you, hug you, and be very, no, that also may not happen. But most of the time, why the children, they hate their parents? That's because of that one. Is it clear, Gomarji? Do you agree?
Yeah, that is true. But Abdul Kalam only want to become a scientist, not his father. But in trend in Kerala, the boy don't want to become a scientist or a doctor and other thing, but the parents, they want that child to be there. So that is the difference. Your role model is Abdul Kalam sir. The Kalam sir only want to become a scientist, not his father.
Yes. And
So
he was
that's why he
allowed
became a
to.
scientist.
Right. His parents, they were, biggest advantage for Abdul Kalam was his parents were either uneducated or barely educated. That is actually his blessing. The parents, especially in Kerala, most of them, they have some qualification. They are not educated. They are literate. There's a big difference between education and literacy. Most of them are literate. They have some BA, BSc or MA, MSc or PhD. No thinking, nothing. And they force their children. And when I was in India, at least during 500 years, some 4 or 5 parents, they came for consultation, counseling. Because their children are not studying well. They are failing. And asked me to help, give counseling about how to perform well. When I talked to the children, they didn't want to. One parent, is a real story. He contacted me. He was in Dubai. Somehow he got my name. He sent me an email and he wanted to discuss about his son's son. And he came all the way from Dubai and he brought his son also. And he told me, son, he's in Manipal Medical College doing MBBS. And in the first MBBS, he failed all the 3 subjects, anatomy, physiology, biochemistry. And in Dubai, whatever he was doing, his score was 4. That is what is that? GPA, something like that score. And he was wondering why. He told me that, okay, in Manipal, there are some 80 students, so he's not getting that personal attention. So, doctor, can you help me? Then I said, I would like to talk to your son first and separately. When I talked to him, he was least interested in becoming a doctor. He wanted to pursue a career in MBA. He wanted to go to Singapore. He has got clear identified the university, what to do, everything. But his father wouldn't let him do that one. So he was not studying well. Then subsequently, when I told his father, look, that is not his aptitude. And just let him pursue there. Oh, I already spent 20 lakhs. And then now you have spent only 20 lakhs. If you push him, then he may soon become some bad friends and he may become drug addict. You want to escape. Then your 20 lakhs is gone. Then again, taking care of your son, that will be a big pain. So this is a real life example. I have plenty of different stories like that one. But for want of time, I'm not sharing all. Is it clear? Gomarji?
Yes, clear.
Yes. But the father was not happy. I don't know what he did. I don't know. He was unwilling to. He was refusing to accept this one. He thought that I will give some quick fix. I will help him pass all the examinations just like that. Have some kind of a magic band. Okay, anybody else want to ask any question?
Dr. Shaji wants to talk.
Shaji, please ask a question. Make it simple. Don't make it so complicated. Okay, thank you.
See, I was brought up by my grandma. My parents were in Singapore. She was my godmother and godfather.
Question, Shajiji, question. During the discussion, you can share everything about your grandmother. If you want to ask a question, please ask a question.
So, is it necessary that parents should be there?
Parenting. I told you, anybody who raises, I don't know whether when you joined, my definition about a parent, a father or a mother or anyone who raises a child, that anyone could be grandfather, grandmother, uncle, aunt. And they must also do the same things which I shared with you. That is it. Okay. Now I'm going to stop the recording, but we'll continue with the discussion. Thank you all for your active participation. Please don't forget to share this video recording with your children and let them make sure that their children get the right kind of parenting.